Bonjour et bienvenue au cours de français. My name is Omar Valdez Rocha and I will be your instructor for Summer 1 here at El Centro College for French 1. This is the first semester of academic transfer French. Well, welcome. This is our first video and in which I will discuss the syllabus, the academic calendar, and I will give a general overview of the course and what you need in order to succeed. There's a second video in which I will explain all about our KIA website, which is the website where you will find your textbook and where you will find the workbook in which you submit not only your daily homework, but also your exams. So make sure that you watch that second video. And you can find both videos, this one you're watching, and the second video on course information here on eCampus to the left. So this is the first semester of academic transfer French, and this course will provide you with essential French vocab and grammar. It will help you study and develop pronunciation, listening and reading, writing skills necessary for basic communications and comprehension. Customs and cultural insights are also going to be discussed. So to get started in the course, we have a sort of a cheat list. Today, you will need to review all of the materials below in order to become familiar with the course requirements and objectives. You will need to download the syllabus and read the syllabus and the calendar, and email me if you have any questions. In this video, I will go over both of those documents, but I strongly suggest that you also give it a quick look because it's important for you to understand everything that is there in order for us to have a successful summer. Okay? Next, after looking at the syllabus, you will watch the orientation videos found under course information, which if you're watching this video, that means you're already doing it. This is the first video. The second video is on KIA, the website where you will do your daily homework. You will also need to update your email address in eCampus. Since we communicate exclusively via email, it is very important that I have your most recent email address. And you can watch a tutorial here on how to do that. Right? And finally, today, you will go to KIA and create an account if you don't have one. You sign up or log in, and you need to watch that second video in order to kind of figure out how to do that. But you go to books.kia.com in order to start the process. You will need a course code, and you can find that on our syllabus, which I will show you in a moment. If this is your first time taking a class online, here's information, an introduction to online learning. If this is your first time using eCampus, here's a link for it gives you a tour of the web, of eCampus, which is similar to Blackboard. And here's the course overview for our course. And here's where you find your syllabus and calendar. And if you go to the left, this is Start Here, which is our first link. Right? So that's where I'll go. I'll click on Syllabus and Calendar. Here's your syllabus, here's your calendar, here's the grading policy, and this is to go back. All right, so let's go to our syllabus. My name is Omar Valdez Rocha. I will communicate to you exclusively via email. So this is my email, orvaldez@dcccd.edu. This is Summer 1, and this is our course code. When you watch that second video, it'll ask you the website, the KIA website. Once you're trying to set up your account, it'll ask you for a book code or a course code. You don't have a book code because we are not requiring you to purchase a physical copy of the textbook. You will have a course code, which is the course code for our class. That's ACBR789. Make sure that you have this information, and while you're watching that second video, you're able to set up your own account at the same time, right? So, as I was telling you at the beginning of the course description, this is first semester academic French. If you've never taken French in the past, this is the course for you. And we will cover, I believe it's 4 chapters and a preliminary chapter. So we will be doing a lot of work. This is an online class which needs a lot of commitment, a lot of self-discipline. I do not accept any late homework, so I strongly suggest that you work ahead 1 or 2 days, because life happens and you never know if you have to do a double shift or what have you. I do not accept any late homework whatsoever, so make sure that you take the necessary steps to not be late on your work. Very well. So, the course materials. We will be using a textbook called Horizons. And this is the 6th edition. And there's 2 options. You can go to the El Centro bookstore and get a hard copy. That's volume 3, which is they give you the last 5. They give you the first 5 chapters. That's volume 1, and they give you 6 months. You can also get the full textbook. But I strongly suggest that you consider option B, which is the Kia Access Code only. The Kia Access Code only includes all that you require, the online materials and an ebook. Since we're not meeting face-to-face, a physical copy of the textbook is not necessary. And you will have 6 months of the material available to you when you purchase it. Okay? So this access code gives the students access to all the components that you need, the workbook and the textbook. These are the technical requirements to take this course. Make sure that you have Flash players installed. So download this syllabus and look at the browsers that you have, the network connection that you need, because the Kia website deals with you recording your voice. You need a microphone. You need to have the proper software. So most computers are fine, but you really need to figure out what it is that you need. Most computers already have a microphone already included. Make sure that you're able to record on this microphone. And if you can't, we need to figure out exactly what the problem is. Usually with the Kia website, when you go and record to it, it keeps asking you to allow the website to use your hardware. So you click allow 1 time, 2 times, and at the end of the recording, you should be able to hear yourself. If you don't hear the recording by playing it back, I won't be able to hear it either. So we need to figure out that you are actually recording when you're doing your work. Very well. So that's for the course materials aspect and the technical requirements, which we're mostly going to be dealing with this on the second video. So if you still have questions about this part, where to get it, you look at the second video. You will go, it'll take you to the website books.kia.com. You input the course code at the top of our syllabus, and it'll take you to buy it, and I'll explain to you all about that on that second video. Okay, so if there's still questions about this, watch that second video and then email me if you still have questions. Okay, this is the grade calculation for the class. Our department uses a grade point system, so we have a total of 3,000 points. So we do have A, B, C, and D, but not with the 100 point scale. We have a 3,000 point scale. So for the course, every day you will be working with textbook activities. These textbook activities are written activities, but also oral activities. You will be recording yourself speaking. Since we have 5 chapters, each chapter gives the student 100 possible points per textbook activities per chapter. So the textbook activities for chapter 1 are worth 100 points. The textbook activities for chapter 2 are worth 100 points, and so forth. At the end of the chapter, you will have a workbook activity day, which is about 20 activities that are going to try to reinforce what you've learned with your textbook activities. Since we have 5 chapters, each chapter will give 100 points per batch of the activities. Right? You will also do 2 speaking tests. They're worth 100 points each. The first speaking test is going to happen at the end of the first week, so I will email you about that, and we will do those speaking tests via Skype. So if you don't have a Skype account, I will ask you to create one, and we will meet twice this semester via Skype in order for you to, we will have a small conversation in French. So I will discuss more about the speaking test later, but if you do not have a Skype account, I suggest you get one. And then, not I suggest, you actually need to get one. We will have 5 tests. 3 of those tests are regular chapter exams, and they're worth 200 points each. Then you have the midterm, which is chapter 2, it's also 200 points, and the final, it's also 200 points. All of this, you will complete on Kia, this website. This is part of your workbook. The exams happen on Kia, the speaking tests, well, those speaking tests will happen on Skype, but your workbook activities, your textbook activities, all happen on Kia. The compositions, the discussion boards, the essay, all of these you submit on eCampus. So you will need to complete 2 compositions done in French. You will do a critical thinking discussion board, which is in English. You will do a cultural discussion board, which is in English as well, and a reflective project. This reflective project is worth 450 points. You will need to write an essay in English regarding a topic on cultural diversity, on language learning. You will need to proofread someone else's work. So we will post a rough drafts in a class blog, and you will be able to look at other people's work and comment critically, analytically, comment on their work. And finally, you will create a PowerPoint presentation with audio in order to, because we don't get to meet face to face, you will present your essay via this PowerPoint presentation, and you will record yourself as if you were in class presenting. So you have a total of 3,000 points, and depending on how many points you have, you fall under these letter grades. So if you have between 2,700 and 3,000 points, then you will have an A, and so forth. All assignments are due by midnight, okay, on the day of the week under which they appear on the course calendar, which I will show you in a minute, okay, and there is no late homework, right? So, in order for me to certify your attendance, you need to work on Kia, okay? So make sure that you sign up for Kia today in order for me to go ahead and certify your attendance. The online course expectations, if you've never taken a class before, our course is not self-paced in terms of deadlines. Assignments are due regularly, and I do not accept any late homework. So there's no, it's not like at the end of the week you can complete all of the work. It's if you didn't complete it that day, it's done. Okay? This is a time-intensive course. Allow yourself enough time to study the content and complete the assignments. Work ahead. Okay? And a distance learning course requires even more self-discipline and motivation than a face-to-face course. Okay? Regarding academic dishonesty, students in this course are expected to produce grammar, forms, and vocabulary learned in this course. So you will not be teaching me or anybody else new words. I want you to stay within the framework of what we're learning. You will not be graded on advanced grammar forms that you have not been taught. I'm not grading you on perfection. I want to see your work, like math. I want to see how you got there. So students may look up words online. Stay away from Google Translate. You can use dictionaries. However, use of an online translator or a tutor when completing assignments is prohibited, and it's considered cheating. And I will be proactive in investigating any suspicion of academic dishonesty on behalf of everyone else that's doing the work, for respect for everyone else's work and time. If the student is found responsible, he or she may suffer academic disciplinary action, including earning a 0 on the assignment or an F for the course. And your enrollment indicates acceptance of the code of conduct for the school. It's published on the DCCCD catalog, and there's a link there. Okay. Okay, and no late homework is accepted, as I said before. Okay. And so every day you have work in this coming month. So how to go about doing the work? So I suggest you study the chapter to get started. If you look, this is your calendar for the semester. So you have week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5. Okay? And I give you a list of everything that you need to complete that day. So let's say today you start the course, right? You complete the Getting Started folder or Start Here folder on eCampus. You set up Kia, which you create an account, and you study pages 4 to 9 of your textbook, and you complete the assignments for competence 1 of your ebook. So today you already have homework. Okay? Tomorrow you study these pages and you do these assignments. You study these pages on the textbook and you do these assignments. You study these pages and you do these assignments. You review, because this is the chapter, the preliminary chapter, the workbook. These are all textbook activities, textbook activities, textbook activities. And on Saturday, you have your workbook, which is 20 or so exercises regarding everything that you've learned so far. On Sunday, you will have your preliminary chapter exam on Kia, and you will need to select a speaking test time for me, to meet with me. So that's our first speaking test. And all of these days, you have all of that homework assignments due. Chapter 1, Competence 3, the ebook. Chapter 1, Competence 4. ESAM, that's the workbook. Okay. And then you have other stuff that I have highlighted. Like speaking test is green, right? The blue is the reflection essay, right? Which is the PowerPoint presentation. You complete a critique on someone else's reflective essay. You submit your first composition on eCampus, that's on Fuchsia here, as well as the second composition, and you complete the critical thinking forum and the discussion, the cultural discussion question on eCampus on June the 17th. So, how to study? So you study the chapter. There are videos that I create regarding grammar, so you need to look at those. And you need to also, when you look at the ebook, there are grammar videos that you can find on each page. So make sure you click on those in order to continue learning if the written portion was not enough, which I strongly suggest because there's a lot of pronunciation. Okay? And there's a lot of difference between English pronunciation and French pronunciation. So make sure to look at not only the videos on the textbook, but also my videos. Okay? And then you look at workbook and the textbook activities. You complete it once you read, once you watched. And like I said, the only difference between workbook and textbook is the textbook are mainly oral and the workbook are mainly written. But there's both kinds on each one, right? Then you have the chapter, the midterm exams, okay? And I will discuss the discussion board topics and the reflective project topic as we get closer to it, but all the information is already available on eCampus. So just click around, see what you find. If you look at our eCampus, you can look on assignments, and all of our assignments are here. So look at chapitre préliminaire, you click, right? And you have competence 1, competence 2, competence 3, competence 4, and you have a Quizlet to help you pronounce. Okay? So you have bonjour, hello. And I'm not sure if you can hear that, but you can do flashcards, you can write, you can spell, and this is the information that we have here. And you will also have my videos that I will upload, and I'll let you know where to find them once they're uploaded. Okay? So go to assignments, click on chapitre préliminaire, the discussion questions, the speaking test, the signature project, and the compositions, and you will find the topics, and I will discuss them as we move on. But for now, go to Start here. Today, you need to watch the videos, this video and the Kia video, and you need to create an account. You can go to Kia by just click on this link right here, I Learned Kia link. And you create an account, and you need to use the course code in order to begin. Okay, so now what you need to do is look at the second video, reread the syllabus, update your email address, and complete the work for today for Kia. Okay, you already have homework for today, so make sure that you do that. And if you have any questions, please just let me know. Again, welcome to the course, and let's have a great semester, everyone. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.